Oh, if you want to wear that pink tomorrow, I have a pink dress I could wear. We could both be two in the pink. Samantha Jones, Kim Cattrall. Listen, thank you everyone for your support and your checking in on me at this time. What I have to say about it is I knew she would come around. And even if we only get her for a 3-second cameo, I'll take it. God, your meat is in my face, Darby.
Thank you. Ah, there you go. You looked like a ghost, and now you look like a woman who's about to become one.
You watched In Just Like That, right? Or you still haven't?
She's doing a Zoom call, right?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
What I needed was to know that there was still a part of her that cared about me.
She doesn't.
By showing that she will come back as Samantha Jones. And she cares about Carrie.
No,
Look.
she doesn't.
Samantha Jones, the character.
Oh, sure.
Also, season 3, the finale of season 3 was, I mean, a lot of it was problematic. But how she treated those gorgeous transgendered women, I needed an apology from her and from the character, from everyone.
What happened?
She was just kind of transphobic.
Yeah, but was it funny?
Yeah. So everyone, we are we're early. We're filming early because I had a corporate bingo. It's really fun actually, and it was only an hour. I'm really proud of myself because this was the first of my new thing of like sticking up for myself for these corporate gigs and saying, yes, I will do it, but I do need to be paid on the day or before. I do need a space so I can like get ready and set my things down. And I got both of those things. And I was in and out in an hour. It was a beautiful building. There was lots of cute guys there I flirted with.
It's in the LA Arts District, and it's driving in that district is very difficult. It's like the roads were designed by artists.
I heard today there was a Dodgers game, and that's why there was traffic.
A Dodger? Yeah, so last night we did the Astor, and then this morning she had to be up in drag, and then tomorrow we're going to be up in drag again.
Yeah!
We're having a
busy start to Pride, which does make me feel good. It does make me feel good that we are like involved.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I don't want to be too involved in anything.
Exactly.
Ever.
Exactly.
But it's kind of fun to be like, you know?
Yeah, it's really fun to be like that. It was really fun too to June 1st to have a gig to like kick off Pride. I mean, the gig itself was kind of...
Yeah, the only Astor I care about went down on the Titanic, and I'll say that.
Mm-hmm. Both of them. She loved rich old white people from that time period. They were just so fair.
I'm not mad at her. I did talk about that today. I talked a lot about 40X for some reason.
Okay. That's what you do though. That's what you do so well in bingo. So your bingos are unhinged and they don't make a lot of sense.
My bingos are like a podcast and I sprinkle in the numbers in the midst.
But you get very attached to a certain joke and you keep doing it. And that's my type of humor. I love it. I love when people beat something into the ground, and you did.
Well, it's called a callback.
Well, at some point it's just called like, I'd like to hang up.
Okay, in all seriousness, it is kind of funny because I did develop like, I wouldn't set jokes, but there were like set spring off points from the numbers that I would always give myself. So I would always have a little story or something to say. And I hadn't done bingo properly in like months. So you just kind of fucking go into like automatic mode and you just try and get it done.
Which is what IMHO is now. Just trying to get it done.
No, IMHO truly is the only... I don't say this to garner any kind of anything. Like, don't perceive me or what I'm about to say.
Okay.
If I didn't enjoy doing this with you and being with you so much, I don't know that I would be doing drag.
Okay. Can I say this? Not trying to garner anything, or Jennifer at all, really. You are so talented, and last night...
I just told you I didn't garner anything.
Okay, no, shut up. Last night at the Astor, she sang People, and it will be up on Patreon if it's not already. I need some time. I need some space. I'll get it up there sometime. You sang it, so I was... Listen. I was entranced. I gotta be honest with you. I couldn't, and it was And I do believe she was walking around for some of it, so it may not all be on camera, but it is worth the watch. You have to hear her sing it. You sound so good. You're so talented. And shut up. I know that it's really hard for you to believe in yourself when I'm your best friend, but I do 100,000% believe in you. I think you are it. I think you're the most talented drag queen in the world. I do.
That's very
You
kind.
have it all.
Because I have you.
That's not true.
Listen. I told you I didn't want a Jennifer Garner. I didn't want a Victor Garber. I just wanted to do this.
Okay, Victor Garber was one of my first big crushes because you know I have daddy issues and that mine's still alive and I wish he weren't. But Victor Garber in Cinderella, I don't even know, how old was I? I didn't know anything at the time. I just knew that I liked boys and I didn't know why and it was wrong and I was going to hell. And Victor Garber was like an awakening to me of like...
You can like boys and not be a faggot?
No. Of like, yeah, you can fuck old dudes.
Ah!
And it started something. And then it wasn't until years later that I found out he's actually gay. And I'm just...
I know, that was kind of a shock.
Oh, it was good.
Yes.
It was the best news I've received.
It was
ever.
one of those things, it was like me being trans. It was like, once I knew, I was like, oh, I've always known.
Bringing it back to her transness. Fuck. So last night when we were on the stage, I forget that our dynamic in this show is not what everyone coming to a live show knows. Mm-hmm. And so there were a couple moments where I said something, I don't know, you made a joke and I said something like that, like back to her transness or something like that. And the table like right off the stage went, whoa. And I just kind of looked at them like, yeah, it's fine.
That was I don't even remember it. And it was, I'm not kidding when I say it was probably the least shocking or weird thing that happened at that show. And
True.
not due to us.
True.
The cast was fucking amazing though.
Yeah, listen, it's Patreon only. We won't go into super detail, but we have enjoyed being able to have a space to perform in LA.
New local,
and to be able to
meet
book
LA gals.
100%.
That
to be
was
able
the
to
best.
book local girls, it's a really great...
I'm really sorry about that.
It happens 3 to 4 times every time we film. It's fine. But, like, to be able to do that, I was really excited. The Astor itself, lovely. Wonderful establishment. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
The staff was nice.
Staff was super nice. It's the person who booked the show, who we've been working with, and I took it very personally, and I realized it's not me, and we'll get into that with the episode. But when someone shows you who they are, and that person is mistreating you, believe them. She did. She showed us over and over that we are not for her. She did not hide that fact. And instead, I played into it and I did the friendly. And instead of seeing it for what it was, I was like...
You tried to make it work.
Because it was successful. Those shows were always full.
You know what
the audiences loved it. The staff loved it. What?
You are color challenged. And even though you knew that those were probably red flags, you can't see different shades of red.
You're right.
So you were hoping they were
beige.
pink.
It was a beige flag to me.
They were red.
Damn it.
And that's my fault because I should have pointed out better that those were
Well, I didn't have my metal
red.
bracelet on. You didn't know.
Yeah. It's okay.
Whatever. We will not be returning
Moving
to
on.
the Astor, but we are in discussions to do another show somewhere else. I'm
yeah.
excited.
And in the meantime, we will be here. Hey, look at me. Look at me. You're safe here.
Unless you're the lady from the Astor. Just kidding.
She doesn't even know what Patreon is.
No, she has no idea who we are.
Oh, Patreon only. Alyssa Edwards came in to the store. I helped her buy a setting spray.
She loud.
No.
I love that.
But completely hairless. And you know how she stands really straight? She has gorgeous posture.
Right, she dancer.
It was a little unnerving.
I did get a text from my mom. Did I tell you that?
No! Barry the lead burger.
Well, she called me and left a voicemail a week ago, and I didn't listen to it. Although, okay, I'll be honest. You know, like on iPhone. Hi.
Oh, you can read it.
You can read it. They have the transcript, and it was just a whole lot of nothing. It was all just, hi, just calling to say hi, miss you, you know, blah, blah. You haven't talked to me in months, and you say, hi, miss you, that's it. Anyway, so I deleted it, whatever, and then she texted me yesterday, was it? And it just was like, again, it was nothing. It was just, hey, just wanted to let you know I miss you, love you, hope you're having a good day, something like that. Like completely ignoring the like 3 paragraphed messages that I sent her months ago that she ignored and is the reason we're no longer talking. But I'm just like, how does your brain work? Sorry, I shouldn't be saying this. I want to put this.
No, I'm sorry.
But-
That's so hard.
But, yeah, sorry, this is so stupid.
It's not stupid. I like when you get home.
I don't. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Oh. Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Happy
You're
Pride
gay.
Queers. Just found out. Yeah, I'm still coming to terms with it, but
Coming.
that's how I'm doing it, actually.
Yeah.
And
You
you're
got
straight.
I'm back to being straight. But can I be honest?
Yeah. Gay porn's hot.
It's what I'm used to. You know when you do like muscle memory and you just go to the things that you...
The devil you know.
Like, you know when your finger automatically goes, okay, Instagram first, TikTok. Well, now it's TikTok first, Instagram next, Twitter next. When we get sick of those, your thumb goes to Pinterest. You look at that for a little and you say, why am I looking at this? You go to TikTok again. And
You
then
have Pinterest on your phone?
I love Pinterest. Can I be honest?
Okay, that explains why you send gifts the way you do.
I had an interaction with one of my favorite P-stars the other day on Twitter because he
Pinterest
mentioned...
stars?
Yeah, one of my favorite Pinterest stars. His
Linda.
boards are so crazy because they have a hole in the middle.
Right.
He tweeted that he was going to Chicago and what are the good cruising spots? And I was like, Montrose Harbor Beach, the Montrose Bird Sanctuary. I've never used it for cruising. I actually liked to go and like walk along the waterfront and...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she never used it for cruising.
No, I didn't. I went there at night one time to try and I got too scared.
One time.
I got too scared.
That she remembered.
But I told him about it. I hope he went. And I hope I see those videos on his Just for Fans.
Listen, Just for Fans takes a smaller portion than OnlyFans. We're not sponsored,
No.
but we're open.
And we are happy to make a Pride Month announcement that we are starting a Just for Fans.
Mm-hmm.
And you can sign up by going to...
It's me just like kissing the camera lens.
Yeah. For everyone that joins,
An
I'm
angel
gonna
dies.
go to the Renaissance Fair and get my hand dipped in wax and you send it to you and then we can hold hands.
I love that.
I've never
Listen,
done it. Can
I
be
haven't
honest?
either. I didn't.
Should we try it?
Listen, mall kiosks, can I tell you? If we went to a mall, and we did often, the kiosks were a luxury.
I just got really horny at the idea of ice cream.
Okay. In a mall or just in general?
Just like in general. Should we get ice cream?
Right.
After
No,
this?
I have high cholesterol.
Oh, I don't.
It's shocking. Your diet alone. Okay. So she's got TB. I've seen this. I've seen how this ends. So
Satine.
we are back for another episode of All Stars.
Oh, yes.
And one thing I will say, I am very much a person that if you don't want spoilers, don't go on social media, right? That's just like kind of a typical thing. But in the world of streaming, it's a little different, right? So when the episode airs at like 7 p.m., yeah, don't go on Twitter that night. If you can't watch the next morning or next day, stay off Twitter. But when the episode drops at midnight, it is really bizarre to get onto Twitter at like 6 a.m. and everyone's like breaking down the episode and there's a picture of the person who got eliminated or left or whatever. I don't know. I was always such a strong, like, you know the risks, but like, do you need to be live tweeting at midnight? Can you adapt your personal schedule to mine?
But what if our midnight is their 7 p.m.?
Midnight! Sound like Ginger Minge. Should we just get into it?
Yeah, okay, All Stars 8. Did
Yeah.
this episode eat? I think it kind of did.
Oh, it did.
It did.
Oh, it
okay,
did.
this is a Snatch Game of Love. There's no mini challenge. There's no anything. There's a teensy bit of
Drama.
pre-cog drama.
I
that
liked
we'll get
it.
into. Yeah.
Let's
I like
get into it.
It's
Fuck
fun
it.
to have drama in
So,
our shows.
Basically, what happened was Heidi
Thought
overheard...
she was safe in an alliance with Candy and Jimby.
But then she heard that Candy said the minute Jimbo is in the bottom, I'm sending her ass home. So she told Jimbo. And then I guess Jimbo told Candy?
And Alexis was in there somehow.
Well, she was just crying. I got where Heidi was coming from because, like, yeah, if someone in your alliance is like, I'm just waiting for the perfect time, of course you're going to tell the other person in the alliance. So I didn't understand Candy's critique of being like,
But
where's your loyalty? And she's like, well, where's yours?
But she... Yes, and also the whole reason Heidi did that was because Candy brought up stuff in front of the camera.
Right.
So Heidi was kind of retaliating, kind of offensing, and then she kind of got Alexis involved. I don't really understand, but also, yeah, we want the drama on TV. Candy producer
Alexis
Muse.
initially is like, yes, I heard that. And then they asked her to clarify, and she's like, I didn't hear anything. She didn't say that, but she was like, oh no, any of the points Heidi's were trying to make, I didn't hear that. And then she burst into tears. Listen,
that wasn't good.
Alexis Michelle is great television.
And she's a great Snatch Game.
She is messy. She's a messy, messy girl, and I love that.
If she was on Housewives, I think she might be a 1 season.
She's coming in too hot all the time. We'll come back to that drama because I forgot that we do have Snatch Game first.
We have Snatch Game of Love, and should we just get into it?
Let's do it.
I'm such a huge Las Culturistas fan. I got into it because a little girl over here named Darby, she got booked to do one of their famous I Don't Think So Honeys.
Yeah.
And Matt wasn't there. Bowen was there.
I know, I got to give him a hug. And he said, thank you so much for being here. And I said, oh, I'm such a big fan. He goes, I'm a fan of yours. And I was like, Bowen, I choose to believe it.
They're so nice.
I know.
They're so nice. Because he didn't have a idea who you were.
I didn't know that.
You know what?
You know that? I didn't know that.
He knows so... I mean...
Wow. No. I'm sure you're right. And thank you so much for just keeping it real with me. Listen, when I start to get too self-involved, I can always count on you to tell me that Bowen Yang
I don't want you to fly too high. Anyways, I said, what is this? This sounds fun. Looked it up. Now, I'm obsessed. I've listened to all of it. I listen to every Wednesday. And both of them separately from the show are just like... Up. They're flying too high.
Lightning in a bottle.
They're flying
Bowen's
too
on
high.
SNL, and Matt Rogers is on.
Bowen,
I think you should leave. No, I love that for you.
I love that for you.
Thanks for coming.
And let's not forget, Bowen Yang is going to be in John M. Chu's Wicked's Parts 1 and 2.
I'm so happy for him.
Did you see the recent footage of
I did.
him and Ari?
I did.
Don't do... I mean, I'm sad that the drones keep spoiling, but I also love it. The IMHO drones have been insane. Like, there have been IMHO drones almost every time.
So the people across from us have hummingbird feeders, and I told her that the hummingbirds were drones, so just play along. Oh, look, there's 2 drones
There's
fighting.
2 drones right there.
And they're fighting. Like drones do.
Fuck, I think they're mating. There's going to be 3 drones soon.
Oh, fuck. We are big Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang.
We're big Matt Rogers. We're big Bowen Yang. And I'm a big John M. Chu. You are too. We love...
What he do?
Crazy Rich Asians.
I love...
It's one of my top favorite romance movies.
Well, the book series is phenomenal.
I know, you told me about it.
Why won't you read them?
I'm reading the first one.
For how long?
Yeah, it's been a couple years. I keep taking a pause.
They're too rich. They're too rich.
It was my airplane book.
They're too rich.
It was my airplane book, and I haven't been on an airplane recently.
Okay, can I tell you something?
I wish you would.
In confidence. Cut the cameras. So I'm getting back into reading, okay? I believe in the power of words.
You're welcome.
Thank you. No, truly.
Yeah.
It is because of you.
Yeah. I was into reading for a little bit, and then I passed it to you, because now I'm not, and you are. And then you'll pass it to me, and we'll just kind of ping pong book style.
That's how pink eye works. Anyway, so Curtis notices, right?
Yeah.
And he wants to encourage that because he loves when I have words and they come out of my mouth. He actually, he doesn't. He hates that part. He hates that part.
In your mouth.
Yeah. He decides to get me a book. It's because he heard about it on his favorite podcast, and the book is about a true crime story, and he knows I like true crime. So he was like, I got this book for you because my favorite comedians loved it, and you like true crime. And I was like, okay, great. It's heavy, okay? I'm not talking about the crime part. The book itself. The cover's made of steel. No, it's detailed. And I'm not talking about, like, the murder part. Like, I'm fine with those details, okay? I am, what is it called? Desensitized. It's turn of the century, 1800s, okay? So automatically, we gotta keep it moving, okay? That was a long time ago. Anna Karenina? So this book, it's like this, okay. The officer who arrived at the scene first was named blah, 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 blah. His family was from blah, 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 blah. They lived 2 blocks over. Their address was 324 Brownstone Way. Like, all exactly. And then when you get to the end of the paragraph, we never hear from the person again. Why did we need that much information if that person was going to disappear from the book forever?
Maybe they'll come back though. Did you finish it?
Well, no, there's so much detail. But everything has detail. Like, it'll be like, the building had 364 bricks.
Well, sometimes the details are necessary and add to the final product, much like in the Snatch Game of Love. A lot of these details were good. Let's start with the bad group, which was the first group.
But Matt Rogers looked so good.
Matt Rogers looked so good. I completely agree with you, and I loved that the purse matched so much, and that he was like
his little jumpsuit thingy. Urban Outfitters, I'm getting targeted ads on Instagram. They sell that as a duvet, as a comforter.
Oh, that print?
Yes, and I want it so badly. But you know, everything is so overpriced at Urban Outfitters. Where do they get off?
On duvets.
Yeah.
Listen, he looked so good.
Yeah.
Let's go on down the line. Heidi in Closet. She was a Blackbeard. Now, I like this choice. You've always said you think it's the smart thing to do a historical figure and just like kind of be yourself if you're funny.
Yeah. So it's really hard to embody celebrities for certain people. I'm one of those people. If I could pick someone that they don't really have a personality that like a definitive personality that we know. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
It was a really good choice. What I love about Snatch Game of Love is All-Star Snatch Game editing is so much nicer than regular Snatch Game editing because they will absolutely let the girls have it. And with this one, even when Kahana was like bombing, we'd get the moment where everyone's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? And then they would give her a funny line. So they still,
because there were some little moments
nice.
I was chuckling with Kahana.
Yeah, I thought overall, the group wasn't as strong, but the way it's edited, I just really appreciate it. They're nicer to these girls.
We did have Jessica Wilde, we had Kahana Montrese, and then James Mansfield did do a really good job as Jennifer Coolidge.
I didn't hear Jennifer Coolidge the way that Candy was like, you sound just like her, bitch.
I mean, I heard James Mansfield, but she was quick. She was funny.
She's really funny.
She looked really good.
Of the entire group, I think I enjoyed James the most.
Yeah, it went James,
Heidi,
and then I think Jessica
Kahana.
And then Jessica, and then Kahana.
Oh, I would put Kahana above Jessica. Jessica, I felt like, was playing a completely different game from everyone else. I didn't fully understand it, but I liked the energy. And I loved Kahana's idea. Paying tribute to your mom, wearing
the exact outfit from the moment.
It's so funny. And she was trying to pull the references. That's the tough part about Snatch Game, is because you can come with a bunch of references, but you gotta make them fit what they're saying.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of Heidi?
Kind of like ribbing
goading
Kahana,
her. Yeah. Kind of.
I thought she was playing the Snatch Game.
I agree.
I do understand. I very much a lot of times feel that way or have felt that way. Like, don't kick me when I'm down. Like, the audience is already mad at me. But I think it was innocent. I think you can choose to be mad, or you can do the smart thing in Snatch Game and choose to turn it into a joke. Like, if someone tries to get you with a dart, you gotta take the dart out and you gotta throw it back.
Or if someone tries to get you with their wooden leg, you gotta take that wooden leg and you gotta stab them. Stab them hard.
Or if someone hands you a map and says, here, this is for you so you can find the joke. I would say, ma'am, this is a menu for Bennigan's or something.
Bennigan's?
I miss Bennigan's.
What an odd choice.
I love Bennigan's. I miss it.
I understand. Sorry, I don't mean to roll past Bennigan's. I've got nothing to add. I understand Kahana's emotional response to it, but I'm sorry, she's wrong.
I think Matt did a good job as the Snatchler. I think he did.
Yeah, he's cute.
He worked well with what he had. He chose James Mansfield. Cute. Now it's time for group 2, and this was a really good group with Super Hottie Bo and Yang.
So we have 2 Snatch Game winners in this group, which probably made the other 2 go.
And one person who had never played Snatch Game before, Miss Lala Reed.
So impressed.
She did great. She held it up really good.
Yeah, she really did.
Alexis Michelle killed it as Liza. She's doing B. Arthur. Didn't have to change her voice. Sounds exactly like B. Arthur, and I'll never be able to unhear it.
Nope.
Looked incredible.
Yes.
Looked incredible, and had that quick biting wit that B. Arthur had. B. Arthur was notoriously a cunt.
Yeah, I love that about her.
That's why we all love her. That's why gay people
Katherine
love.
Heigl.
She's no B. Arthur.
The thing I love about Alexis is that she cosplays as real life people really well. She does a solid Judy, a solid Liza, a solid B. Like, I think anybody you throw at her.
Who is she in the island? Marl Ginsburg.
Out of the entire group, I thought Alexis took all the references and she related them better than anyone else did.
And even though Rue might have been the only one on the stage who knew those specific references, we could all tell they were funny.
Well, I don't see... Okay, I must say this about the Las Culturistas boys. They have brains that are filled with pop culture knowledge. I promise you, not a single reference went over Bowen's head. I promise
no.
I promise
Bowen
you.
is so
He knows
smart.
it all.
Yeah,
It is wild. It's wild how much they know. They retain and they're able... And at the end of every year, they do like 100... What is it? 100 moments or whatever?
They have done that. Right now they're doing the Las Culturistas Culture Awards.
Yeah, and
But they're
they're
always doing stuff like that. Like they did the Great Culture Songbook. It was like 300 songs.
We literally tell the same stories 10 times over
We
on this
only
show.
have 5 stories and we change them to be 10.
And we get lost in those. How do they keep track? Anyway, but yeah, she was great. I thought Alexis was kind of the shining star of the group.
Yes, next to Alexis is Candy Muse, and she was someone I don't know from a show I've never seen. And she was also pretty candy about it.
Yeah.
But Candy has that thing where no matter what she says, RuPaul's gonna die laughing. No matter what.
No matter what. And I love that. As a viewer, let's say I don't fully know what she said. But if Ru's laughing, I'm laughing.
But I thought she did good, especially since she was nervous about it.
She and Lala really held their own in a group where they could have easily fallen to
been overshadowed.
Yeah.
And then, of course, was Jimbo, who bodied Shirley Temple and just kind of slayed this. I think Jimbo is the AI version of someone who watches all of Drag Race, has done it multiple times, and is finally coming with everything super strongly prepared, except for lip syncs. Mm-hmm. Jimbo knows how this show is done now and is just slaying every time. This was really funny. Mm-hmm. She looked good. She sounded so weird and funny. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of undeniable.
It's kind of a brilliant choice. It took me back to Eureka doing Honey Boo Boo. Doing a dumb little child with that stupid baby
impersonating
voice.
a dumb little child, not doing one. You have to watch what you say because the conservatives are everywhere.
Oh, I forgot you're a groomer.
They are
sorry.
Of wigs.
The thing about Jimbo, though, I laughed. Okay, I laughed. I loved the tap dance. But I think what won it for her was the chaos of it. The references, I don't know. For me, part of me, Alexis kind of killed that. But Jimbo kind of stole the spotlight with her chaos in a way that kind of made Rue forget about Alexis in some situations. So maybe Jimbo was playing the game better. Then they go back to the workroom. Okay,
wait, then they have a lip sync. The boys have to lip sync for their life, which was a little corny, but you know they have been dreaming and waiting to hear those words and do that on the stage. They love Drag Race so much.
Right, but no.
I'm sure they wanted to.
No. What I saw was not two faces that were thrilled to be doing it. It was just, it kind of came out of nowhere. There didn't seem to be any reason for it. It's on the Snatch Game of Love set. Suddenly the set grew and they were just kind of dancing in front of the set. It was weird. I thought it was weird.
See, I think they were like, could you please just say it to us for once and like let us sing a little bit? Maybe.
No.
Because they're fans of the show.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm sure if they, as they're doing their walk-ins, they're filming their walk-ins, they're walking down the... I'm sure if she had said it then, they would have been thrilled. But in front of the set, we're just on a white floor. And the floor just kept going. There's so much floor. Then we go back to the workroom. Then we get into it. So it starts with Kahana confronting Heidi.
Mad that she kind of ribbed her. And then Heidi's like, no, I was just doing TV.
And then Candy said, well, as long as we're talking about this, we're going to talk about this. I don't do impressions. I just said that. So she confronts her about the Jimbo stuff, and Heidi kind of breaks. And not for the first time this season. She's also kind of broken and tucked. So she bounces. Alexis bursts into tears for no reason, and out-of-body experience. I loved it. I loved it. It's the best thing Alexis Michelle has done on this show. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But Heidi decides to leave. It's too much.
Mid-phase.
What do you think?
Her eyebrows were still purple. I feel sad. I get it. I am the queen of I don't like
Quitting.
this situation. I want to be out of it now. So I loved that she stood up for herself in that moment, and I thought it was great. I do think it was kind of weird because she wasn't in the top, but she wasn't in the bottom. Like, she was doing a good job. Maybe it was just like the feelings of like, I don't like what this is doing to my real life friendships. I don't like that TV is happening.
I was in a really unique position as I was watching this because I watched it this morning.
Were you doing your yoga poses?
Yeah, I was doing my, oh, you know how much I love. So when I wake up.
You love to watch TV in Downward Dog.
I do. I do a lot of yoga when I wake up. I wake up in the morning and I do my happy baby roll on the ground pose.
And then you do your like three sheets to the wind or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful for all of the sheets that have been donated. So last night I got in my feelings about something and I took something a little too personally and I wanted to escape the situation, right? And then today I'm watching this and I'm seeing her do the exact same thing. And I think if I hadn't had the experience I had last night, I think I would have been more like, that was so dumb. But watching it through that lens, you do you, babe. You already have a career. It is kind of interesting because to me Heidi was a front runner, so to see a front runner just kind of bounce in the middle of the series, it does kind of push other people towards the front.
Yeah, and
I think it helps.
And also, like, certain people. It took a lot to get there. Like, you spent a lot of money, you put a lot of work into coming back. I mean, if you don't stay, you can't lose.
Now that I love. You know what? I'm over. I quit.
We're not a competition show yet.
We will be.
I thought it was
I'm happy she did what she had
so
to do.
Quick.
Yeah, it was sudden.
I wanted more. But also, I'm glad that she stood up for herself and is doing what she needs to do to remain safe and sane.
I can't say that I believe there's no regret there. I'm sure later on when she was able to set those emotions aside, I'm sure there's a little bit of regret. But ultimately, you gotta take care of yourself. And we know how long, listen, people were in the middle of their makeup. It was hours before they got to the runway. So it wasn't until hours later that Ru made the announcement that it was official that she was gone. So it may have seemed really quick to us, but I'm sure there was a lot of conversations being had. I'm sure she was back there for hours talking about it. Yeah. And ultimately she did what was best for her.
Look, I adore Heidi. And now Adore and Heidi are the only two to ever walk off of an all-star set.
Not true. Vanilla creme.
Oh, but that was different because she was definitely gonna win.
That's so true. That's so true.
All right, should we get into these runways? Because it was Reveal Me runway.
Yeah.
Actually, can I ask you about your look before I run away?
I wanted to wear something that was the beginning of a reveal.
What was it a reveal to, though?
My pickle. Open up.
Ew!
Sorry.
No,
I know. As soon as I said it, I felt really bad.
I'm revealing, because I was fully covered last time, so I'm revealing my face. My skin is a lot better.
How is your skin?
It's a lot better.
Good.
You know what? The day after that,
You're making a lot of skin-to-skin contact.
What's important to establish a connection?
Yeah, but my legs are so strong. It's gonna do stuff.
Well, I was funny. Actually, they're bony.
Thank you. Well, it's my knee. You ever touched a knee and gone, good and smushy?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's my own. Skin is good. I tried some
Skin is good.
Skin
is good. Y'all, I don't know if you heard. Skin is good.
Okay, let's get into these looks. First of all, Miss RuPaul.
Loved. Done. Listen, short. Love it. Sparkle? Huh?
Spikes. Blonde.
Right.
Fun. Reveal. We're going to start with Jessica Wilde, who is doing another callback to her very famous chicken moment. First, she was yellow, feathers.
She was chicken.
Then she was egg, but kind of cute. And then she was yolk. I thought it was cute. Could have been sparklier to me, but I thought it was fun.
I did not like it. I liked the final look, the little egg suit thing she was wearing. That was cute. Or the yolk part. But I think if you're going to do a successful reveal, the way the Drag Race has created reveals, has really required reveals to be a part of a successful drag career at this point. We have seen it all. So I don't like reveals that immediately look like reveals, that almost look like a last minute addition. And those first two For me, those look like reveals.
Yeah. Kahana Montrese, she is very Vegas showgirl. At first I was like, oh, she's just wearing a revealing outfit. But then she revealed she took off burlesque style the bra. Then she took off the panty and I was like, okay, this is a reveal.
Yeah, when she first came out, she kind of came out from under her boa. And I was like, was that the reveal? You bitch.
Yeah.
You bitch.
She looks
But then
fucking
she revealed.
Stunning.
To not be able to see a reveal coming, that's a reveal I like.
Yeah.
That's a reveal I like.
Really good. James Mansfield got to do more puppetry things again, and this is so fucking cool. She's a fuzzy monster, and then she's James Mansfield, then she's sluttier James Mansfield, and then she's slutty is James Mansfield with the titties.
Yeah, her initial reveal from the Muppet to the pink dress, I was like, uh-oh, we've seen this 1,000 times, but then it revealed.
Then it kept going.
I
also
love.
Vegas showgirl style.
Well, she's a Vegas girl now.
Burlesque.
I love her body. I loved it.
Candy Muse was a little housewife, and then she was a beautiful red dress.
She was a red dress.
And then she was a slutty space go-go. I thought it was cute. I wasn't my favorite, but I thought it did the job for a reveal.
Yeah, my issue was none of it was connected in any way. She went from housewife to red dress for some reason to alien. It didn't make any sense to me. And the alien look and the red dress, they also looked kind of like afterthoughts to me. Ooh!
Do you know what it reminded me of though? Remember in the beginning of
favorite.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith when Angelina Jolie is wearing that
Yes.
fabulous trench coat
Yes.
and then she has the stuff under. She has that gorgeous purse that unravels as she's flying down the side of it. You know what I've always wanted to do?
See her naked.
Is I've always...
Sorry, I projected.
I've always wanted to do side of a building something with a purse. Because it happens in Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Do
and
side of the building.
And it happens in Brenda Starr. She takes the strap of her purse off and she uses it like a grappling hook and she swings across.
Oh.
That's a really good movie.
Brooke Shields' relationship with her mom is so fucked up.
Lala Ree. Now the final look I like.
I agree. Listen, her final look might be my favorite.
It was
Lala Ree
beautiful
look
and so good.
Far.
But
the
what
reveal,
was the... It
was
wasn't a
just
cape.
fabric.
It was just fabric.
It was fabric. Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah.
But the final look, Lala, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah. She doesn't watch this, does she?
In case, like, okay, let's say that she gets stuck in an elevator with me. I'm gonna show her.
This part.
Just this part.
Okay. Speaking of parts, Jimbo. What a way to reinvent
Drag.
the reveal. We're all expecting people to throw things off. Jimbo came out a dude and then walked backwards and then turned around and it's Jimbo in Adam and Eve vibes. It was brilliant.
She pulled a snake from her apple.
and then a snake from an apple.
The
Sort of
fuck?
Dick in the Box vibes.
Listen, I love biblical lore.
And she got her face casted. That Adam is her face.
Yeah, that was the thing when Michelle was like, whose face is that? I was like, Michelle, put on your glasses. I thought this was brilliant.
This was brilliant.
It has
was a
created
surprise.
something new, and I think we're going to see a lot more of this in
Do you
drag
remember that movie Malevolent?
culture.
That movie Malevolent? It's kind of a funny, scary movie.
Who's that? Angelina Jolie. Oh, you want to see her naked?
That's Maleficent.
What did I say? And I also just love that she took a biblical story and was like, oh, I'm going to make it like drag. Because I love when we drag up Bible.
Adam and Eve was kind of the original Drag Race.
They had to fuck their own kids. That's the other thing. I want to say this. Pride Month. All these fucking people who want to take the rainbow back. Oh, we got to take the rainbow back. This God gave us the rainbow. Yeah, God gave you the rainbow. You know when? After he drowned everybody. He drowned everyone in the world, including children, okay? And then he gave you the rainbow, and you think that's beautiful? That's a warning. We took what God threatened you with, and we made it a little tacky.
Oh, that's where
Okay,
you got
but
the
fun.
idea for genocide, probably.
Genesis.
I still maintain, like, weren't there fishermen back then? Like, didn't they have boats?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Your Bible's silly. Every time you look at a rainbow and you think, oh, I should take that back. Think of all the children that were drowning and they were like, what is happening? They didn't know what was happening because they were 5. Why is God doing this to us? I don't know. I'm 5.
Maybe because they were all...
I can't breathe anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I tell you something that
Sure.
happened today at my gig?
Yeah.
There was a gentleman who almost won bingo and his name was Christian. And I said, ooh, trauma.
Alexis! You can't do that.
I did. HR wasn't there, I asked.
Okay, good.
And then I told the story about how when my dad baptized me, he held me under for 3 full Mississippis.
Too
1
much
Mississippi,
baptism.
2 Mississippi. I had to tap out of my own baptism.
Now you're trans.
Yeah, you did too much, and I overcorrected.
He said, I'm in the wrong body!
Speaking of transitions, Alexis Michelle revisiting an iconic. Okay, when Alexis Michelle was first announced on season 9, there was an iconic video of her doing the witch transition from Into the Woods.
Right.
And so she's revisiting it, updating it. I thought it was really good. I just thought it was such a shame her one lash was wonky from the mask, which is, you mess with the mask, you're going to get a lash.
Honestly, though,
But it was beautiful.
I couldn't tell that it was on purpose. I was like, maybe it's on purpose. And
Well,
because one
or maybe
eye was,
it's not, because one eye is black and one eye is white. Maybe it just looked wonky.
It looked really wonky, though. I just want to say this. Ross Matthews. Wait, was Ross there?
Ross was there. He
Okay.
was the third one, and he said, I wish the dress was a color.
I just want to say this. Ross Matthews, you are the blueprint for faggotry. You should know better than to say you want the witch's costume to be something other. It's Into the Woods, baby.
Well, I think
It's Into the Woods,
technically,
baby.
I think in Into the Woods, her costume is like a fabulous color.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
In the movie version, it was like a dark purple.
Well, don't get me started on the movie version.
Well, James Corden and Anna Kendrick, but Meryl Streep.
Why are you going to put Cinderella
Why-
in a ball gown that's
Also,
a fucking tube dress?
Why do you?
Okay.
The people who have
Why are you
issues with
picking
Meryl
Anna
Streep
Kendrick
singing,
over
first of all,
I like
think
Anna
Meryl
Kendrick.
Streep is a really
I
good
like
singer.
that movie Camp, and I think
But
she's brilliant in the Twilight
she
series.
She peaked at camp.
But I
She
don't
peaked at
want
camp.
her as
She peaked at
Cinderella.
camp.
And if you're gonna give little Anna Kendrick,
Then
who
give
is
her
this
some lips.
size, give
Overdraw her lips.
a
She's
ball
got
gown,
none.
bitch. I want to see proportions to make her look taller, not a column dress. Oh, I hate column dresses. I'm mad.
What if she fell down the stairs? Oh, Alexis, if you don't figure out what to do with your phone, why is it so hard? Your phone is smaller than mine.
Oh, by the way, I saw the Little Mermaid movie. It was so cute.
You what?
I saw the Little Mermaid movie.
You've asked me 100 times, do you want to see it? And every time I go, yeah. When
I
did
was
you see it?
asking if you wanted to see it, not if you wanted to. I just assumed you didn't want to see it with me.
Oh, you just wanted to know if I wanted to at some point in my lifetime.
Yeah, that's what I asked.
Got it. Okay. Was that it? Was she the last
That
one?
was it, babes. We do have a winner, and it's Jimbo for the second time in a row. Congratulations, Jimber.
To me, again, Alexis won, but Jimbo's runway was so
Jimbo's runway
iconic.
was so good.
And Alexis's was too, but it's not new. We love novelty.
It's not new. We love novelty. Yeah, I honestly think Jimbo might win this whole thing.
Or she'll be the Pangina Heels of it all. Who knows?
We do have some bottoms, and it is unfortunately Miss Jessica Wilde and Miss Kahana Montrese. We get a lip sync with, speaking of iconic, Jasmine Kennedy, who, by the way, during her season, would you have ever thought that she would be one of our favorites?
No.
And now
No.
we love her, and we've gotten the chance to see her in real life, and it's always so wonderful.
Yes, and the first time we saw her in real life, she did mention that I had some critiques for her season.
But to
and
be
she
fair,
saw it,
you
but
did.
And I did. I didn't like her stuff the first go around.
But that's why,
But
that's
she's
the
changed and
beauty of
grown.
opinions. We have the ability to change
And
we reserve the right to
but
change
she's
our opinions
really,
at any time.
She's really fun in real life, and she is always out of 10. And
Gorgeous.
she wasn't like, you said shit. She was like, I saw what you had to say, and then she laughed. But that's the point of the show.
She was gorgeous. And
She's,
she is gorgeous.
Every time
and
we see her, she's just so nice.
And of course,
she's so nice.
She delivered an incredible lip sync. And of course, Jimbo just kind of did what Jimbo does.
Listen, is Jimbo trolling us? Oh, I want to say this. I saw that tweet that said, if you keep losing lip syncs, should you be able to win a series that is supposed to be like the Olympics of drag or whatever? I'm ad-libbing, whatever. I'm paraphrasing. Someone say. Yes. Yeah, because Jimbo's playing the game really, really well. Yeah, she could win. Bianca Del Rio.
Didn't lip sync at all.
Well,
her
she
entire
did.
life.
Well, they did the music video and they had to walk on treadmills or whatever.
Oh.
You did kind of go, oh,
Champion-
I
or
hope I never have
whatever.
to see that again. Yeah.
You're going to watch
watching
Drag Me to Dinner. Get out of my brain. We should watch an episode tonight.
I watched Meatball's episode last night. It's the only one I've seen. It's the last episode. You really shouldn't start with it because it's a really good episode.
Does she win?
I can't imagine that it's gonna. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Yes, but you know who she's up against?
Who?
Galina.
Oh.
It was sweet though. It was really sweet to have this kind of celebration of drag show because that's what it is. It's a competition between two teams, but really You're just watching drag queens have fun.
Oh, I like doing that.
I like that Heklina was able to have this as like or that the people that loved her are able to have this as something to look back on. Yeah, it was really, really sweet. Meatball, though, I will say, every time Heklina and Peaches Christ are talking, they can't cut out Meatball's voice in the background. She screamed the entire episode. It was hilarious. Yeah, go watch it. So, big twist. Jasmine wins the lip sync over Jimbo. It's shocking.
She did that back walkover into a split.
But Jimbo lost. Shocking. Yeah. And then we find out, LOL, Heidi sent herself home, no one's going home. Which I was really happy about.
Yeah. It would have sucked.
I was a little surprised. They got me. I was like, oh wait, we're going through with it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe Heidi's exit was planned? But no.
That's good,
I don't want to see any of them go.
I don't want to see any of them go either. I'm actually really enjoying this season.
Okay,
I'm liking it.
But
I do want to see a double elimination later.
You have to send one of the bottom two home who are sitting home.
I think it might be Kahana's
Jessica.
time. Oh, really? You've no respect for your elders.
Are you telling me that Jessica is outperforming Kahana? Do you honestly believe that?
Visually?
Yeah.
No. But auditorily?
You mean like the sheer volume of her voice? Yeah, maybe.
That's wild.
Okay. Oh, I see what you did there. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to see more, of course, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell.
And then after that, I want you to go to your keyboard. And I want you to go,
Right.
Type in patreon.com/IMHO the show.
Right.
Get in on that action because we got
to.
some really good stuff going on there.
We do. We're also both on Cameo, so if you want a message from us to a loved one, a hated one, or both, hit us up there.
Yeah, and make sure you're ordering those cameos from like Wednesday on.
Alexis has Fridays and Sundays off, so we usually film on Friday or Sunday. That would be really helpful for us if you only ordered them like on a Thursday.
No. I'm so grateful for every cameo I get to do. I love you. Thank you so much. But you could also do is order a shameo. That is a message from both of us. It's a video message.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And it's got the background. And usually we film those at the end of the night. And usually they are unhinged in the best way possible.
So
I kind of wish we could access that for our shows.
Oh, be funny. I know. Also, we have Cunt Honey Baby merch up on dragqueenmerch.com, so make sure you head over there.
I want a Cunt Honey baggie so bad.
You can order it. And next Friday, we will be at Precinct, downtown DTLA, for Bitch Puddin' Show, Bitchin'. It's our first time doing her show.
Yes!
And I'm so excited.
And I'm so excited to go back to Precincts. I've never been.
What?
Except for those times. No, I have. Okay, I've never been since
Never's a weird word to choose to use then.
Well, you know I never say never.
All right, well, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye! No, it's so funny that remember at the end we do like, we lean in and we pretend like we're talking. Like in a talk show?
Are you seeing all the stuff about the guy from ITV or whatever? The guy who he's like a...
Oh, yes.
Groomed that kid? Ugh.
Oh, no, that's so bad.
Yeah.
I used to love watching them.
Well,
like the little TikTok clips of them laughing.
But let's be honest, we're only watching for Allison Hammond.
Yes.
Right?
Obviously.
Did you see her talking about it? She was crying.
No.
Because she's like, I mean, I still love him. He's my friend, but what he did was so bad. And I was like, Allison Hammond, you never have to cry for him. You should only be drinking whiskey with Harrison Ford
and Ryan Gosling.
Oh, I love her.
Do you think that when we eventually break up, it'll be a big scandal?
No, I think it'll be a car accident. Oh, how is your new house living situation?
It's so good.
I know.
It's fabulous.
I'm so happy for you.
I did a wig the other night. I had all my wig stuff in the living room and it was getting late and I was like, can I just leave this here? And they were like, we don't care. But I'm gonna clean it tonight.
Good. Because people do say they don't care, but then there are certain moments where they do.
Well, because there's other stuff going on in there too, and I don't care. You know what I mean?
Oh, that kidnapped person?
No, they did a haircut. It was weird because they do hair. There's like a little hair section in my living room. And
it's weird. There's like a pile of hair.
And someone came over to do hair, and he was just like getting his hair cut in our living room. We were watching that show. Oh my God, we were watching that show, The Ultimatum, Queer Love.
Okay.
Okay, but listen.
No. I support lesbian lifestyle.
I would never. Well, there's another one that's straight. There's.
Oh, I don't want the straight one.
It is really fascinating. So the show is 5 couples, 10 people. They come, they mix and mingle, and one of the people in the couple is saying, "You have to marry me, or we gotta change. We gotta be done." And the other person's like, "I don't know if I want to get married. I want to see what else is out there." So they all switch partners. They choose a different partner, and they live with each other for 3 weeks in a trial marriage with someone completely different. Then they have to go back to their originals and live with them for 3 weeks after having learned or grown. It is fascinating. And there is this one character on it, Vanessa, who is psychotic.
Okay, I'm in.
But
I do love that. And the name Vanessa.
She wrote a letter at the changeover when they all have dinner. At the changeover to go back to their original partners, she was like, "I wrote something down and I'd like to read it if it's okay." And she takes out a piece of notebook paper and she stands up and she reads this note, this poem, because she's a poet on Instagram. That's what she does.
Alexis Michelle.
I don't think Alexis is that insane. This woman is crazy.
I don't know. I want to get back into reality TV. I'm having such a hard time.
Yeah.
Because I love my K-dramas.
I haven't really even been watching The Housewives recently.
I'm excited for the new New York. I will watch that.
Oh, I'm excited for the new New York. It's coming in July, I think.
Yeah, which is such a beautiful month. It is my birthday month. And you do have time to shop birthday presents and stuff.
When's your birthday?
Don't even fucking joke, you bitch. Wait, are you serious?
July 25th. Okay.
July 25th, 2004. I'm really excited to continue to celebrate as I further... No, wait, this will be my first time in my 20s. No, wait, that's next year. Sorry, I just finished math class yesterday. I'm dressed as a cheeseburger because, can I be honest?
I'm hungry.
Ever since I saw Trisha Paytas go to 2 McDonald's to get a Little Mermaid toy from the Happy Meal, I really want a cheeseburger. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
Is there a Burger King around here? Can we get an Impossible Whop? Would you?
No, but I want, I have... My mouth's watering as I talk about it. McDonald's cheeseburgers. And I'm talking about the quarter pounder, baby. Oh, I gotta stop talking about it.
You love a QP.
I did. I really did. And it's been years and years and years, but there was a moment where I was like, you could do it. Nobody will know.
Think of
but
the
they'll know.
Shits you would have afterwards.
I would be sick
Or
for
you
days.
would mostly be constipated, I believe.
I've never been constipated my entire life.
You've never been constipated?
Well, that's not true. When I was 12... I was put on antibiotics that constipated me, and my mom had to give me an enema. I was 12.
You should text her that.
There I was, face pressed against some... And I hadn't gone through puberty yet, okay? I was a late bloomer. I was a child. And
Sounds like she groomed you.
And there it is. It didn't work.
I'm sorry.
It didn't work, bitch.
Oh, she tried to groom you to be a Christian.
Well, she just groomed me into being a bottom, I have to say. It wasn't the worst feeling. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever been constipated. I was 12. I am diarrhea constantly. Let me tell you. Whenever we perform live, it doesn't matter what it's for, I will have diarrhea all day. And yesterday, I had diarrhea all day. And we didn't have Imodium. Imodium, I would love to be sponsored by Imodium. I fucking love Imodium. I think it's brilliant. We didn't have it. All we had was Kaopectate. Kaopectate doesn't do shit for me. So I had to go get Imodium. And let me tell you, Imodium... Your product, fantastic. I mean, if you're constipated, don't ever try it because it constipates you. But, I was farting free. I knew no matter what I pushed out, it would just be air. Thanks, Imodium. Bye.
Bye.